All right, let's dive into a question that's top of mind for pretty much any company that relies on data. How do you actually trust it? Today, we're going to look at the super advanced data architectures everyone's building, and more importantly, how you can make sure the insights they spit out are rock solid. And that's really the million-dollar question, isn't it? We're collecting just unbelievable amounts of data and building these incredible systems to use it. But here's the thing. Without trust, all that power doesn't just disappear. It can actually become a huge liability, pushing you to make some seriously flawed decisions. So, these days, organizations are making a huge shift away from those old-school traditional data warehouses. They're jumping into more dynamic, more decentralized ecosystems. Let's take a quick look at the three big models that are really shaping this new world of data. First up, the data lake. Now, if you think the data lake is old news, think again. It's totally evolved into what we're now calling Data Lake 2.0. This isn't just some passive pond for storing data anymore. We're talking about serious, enterprise-grade systems with solid governance built right in, making them absolute powerhouses for doing analytics at a massive scale. Next, we've got the data mesh, and this one really flips the script. The whole idea here is decentralization. So instead of having one central team that owns everything, individual business domains, like marketing or sales, they get to own their own data. They treat it like a high-quality product that they offer up to the rest of the company. It's a huge boost for agility and makes ownership crystal clear. And finally, there's the data fabric. The best way to think about this is like an intelligent web that connects everything. It uses AI and other smart tech to create this single, unified view of all your data, no matter where it's stored. It's all about making data discovery and integration totally seamless, even if your setup is crazy complex. Okay, so these architectures are without a doubt incredibly powerful. But, and this is a big but, all that power comes with a ton of complexity. And hiding inside that complexity is a massive, often invisible, trust problem. Let's start peeling back the layers on what that actually looks like. This really gets to the heart of it. I mean, when your data is spread out, it's constantly moving, it's coming from a million different places, how on earth can you be sure that it's accurate and reliable across that entire sprawling landscape? What's so interesting is that even though these architectures seem pretty different, they all share the same fundamental risks. You've got to monitor your data quality at scale, you have to test the pipelines that are changing the data, and, this is a big one, you have to validate that the dashboards your business leaders are looking at are actually showing the right stuff. And let's be super clear here. A failure in any one of these spots isn't just some tech glitch for the IT team to fix. No way. We are talking about potential business disasters, things like compliance failures, breaking promises to customers, and making huge decisions based on information that is just flat out wrong. So we've talked about the shared risks, but each of these architectures also comes with its own unique set of weak spots. Let's put them under the microscope and see what they are. This table breaks down the trade-offs perfectly. With the data lake, you get that incredible scale for your analytics, but you're always fighting the risk of it becoming a messy, ungoverned data swamp. With a data mesh, you get that amazing agility for your teams, but that freedom can accidentally create new silos or really big inconsistencies between domains. And with the data fabric, you get that seamless connectivity, but it can also create blind spots, hiding serious data quality problems deep inside all those integrations. The sheer scale of this problem means the old ways just don't work anymore. Even the experts at Gartner are sounding the alarm on this, saying that the speed of data today just completely overwhelms manual QA. Trying to keep up by hand is basically a recipe for building your entire analytics strategy on a foundation of bad data. So if manual testing is off the table, then what's the answer? Well, this brings us to the solution, a totally new approach that's designed from the ground up for this modern era of data. The solution is a single, unified platform built around the idea of data ops, basically applying automation and agile thinking to how we manage data. It pulls together three critical pieces: automated testing to catch errors before they cause damage, deep observability so you can actually see what's happening in your pipelines, and strong governance to make sure standards are being met. It's one suite built for all this complexity we've been talking about. And this isn't some generic one-size-fits-all fix. For a data lake, the whole game is about validating data constantly, both when it's sitting still and when it's moving, to stop that swamp from ever forming. For a data mesh, it's about embedding automated quality checks as code directly into each domain's data products. And for a data fabric, it's about using machine learning to get real visibility across all of its interconnected systems. On top of those specific strategies, a modern data ops platform gives you this incredible safety net of features. We're talking things like using Gen AI to automatically suggest test rules, which saves engineers countless hours of work, or being able to generate safe synthetic data, which is absolutely crucial for testing without exposing sensitive customer info. It's about getting total coverage, no matter what. All right, so we've gone deep on the tech, but what does all of this actually mean for the business? Well, it's about transforming raw data into something much, much more valuable: confidence. The business impact here is just huge. When you automate data validation, you slash all that time spent on manual testing, which means you can get new analytics projects out the door way faster. People across the whole organization start to actually believe the numbers are right, and you drive major cost savings by catching those expensive errors before they blow up downstream. And if you need a stat to really drive this home, check this out. Gartner is predicting that teams who fully embrace these data ops practices, including automated testing, won't just be a little more productive. They'll be 10 times more productive than their peers by 2026. 10 times. I mean, that is a massive competitive advantage. So the main takeaway here is pretty simple. Automated data validation isn't a luxury anymore. It's not some optional add-on. In today's world, it is the absolute cost of entry. It is the foundation for any company that wants to call itself data-driven. Which brings us to our last question, and it's one for you to think about. Your data architecture is evolving. It's getting more powerful and complex. The question is your strategy for trusting that data evolving right along with it? Because in the end, the most innovative architecture in the world isn't worth much if you can't rely on the answers it gives you.
For further questions, feel free to reach contact@datagaps.com. Scan the below QR code for free demo. Thank you.